Hello, and welcome my Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross watchers. Welcome to our 8-card draw. What do we need shadow read for this full to new July 2023? Full to new moon, I am your reader. Fellow Earth sign, fellow Virgo Sun sign, Mark Angelo Lyons, MAL for short. They are my initials. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, 25 years in service. I wrote a book, there are a couple actually, Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. There's a Kindle version available. There's a link in the description box. You can click the link, check it out, and look at the table of contents. It is broken down into chakra chapters, and there are chakras in this reading, so I thought it might be helpful. The original version, the Fellini Film Fest, compared to the very pared down version on Kindle, is over on patreon.com/drawingthecircle. Some of my levels subscribers, my patrons, get the original version, which is really wild. I love it. I love that original version a lot. But all of my subscribers get 3 benefits in common over on patreon.com/drawingthecircle Virgo that I am. They get a daily check-in with me every single day, pretty much. An unlisted YouTube live stream link so they can chat with me, and we chat about today's astrological weather, the magical applications of said weather, the spiritual implications. We're always ending with a prayer, a blessing, a little something to send us on our way. Best way for me to start the day as a Virgo, in service. It refuels me. I love it so very, very much. They also get all the part 2s to the part 1s here on YouTube, the extended reads. All of my extended reads are timeless and relationship based, soul contract, this or that. There's a lot of them, and some of them are well over an hour, very detailed Virgo. But all of my subscribers, regardless of subscription level, also get a significant discount in private sessions with me. We'll talk about that at the end of the video, which is that way. I love it, and it's the best thing I've ever done in my career, I feel, as a creative type myself. So check it out for yourself if you are looking for some support. We're building a lovely community over there. And oh yeah, we also have, at the time of this recording, 2 of our levels are 7-day free trials. So if you want to check us out, Seeker and Human, the first 2 will get you, as I said previously. So check it out and come Patreon on Patreon, because I'm the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons. But you can just call me Mel. Hey, shall we? Hi, my Virgs, Virgo power, cross your legs. That's the mantra for me right now as my legs cross under the table. Let's get down to business. We'll do some explanation for the new Virgos and cross watchers, and then we'll get to the divination. Feel free to skip ahead if you already know this stuff, because it's not fair to drop people down in the middle of a shadow read without explaining what's about to happen. So if you're new, hi. An 8-card draw is just 1 card from 8 different decks, getting clues, tips, and hints about anything. But we're fine-tuning it to a 2-week period, a waning moon from full to new in July 2023, to help you release, let go, transform, alchemize. I prefer the language of spiritual alchemy. Removing the 3 atoms, symbolically speaking, between lead and gold on the periodic table of elements, so that you move to a more golden situation rather than a leaded one. Toxic to healthy, you'll hear it. Say it enough in the readings, and it's a really good read for cross watchers, because you can get some insight, understanding, sympathy, and empathy for the Virgo you are cross watching for. And if you apply, like, the affirmation in the chakra card, and the oracle, whispers of Lord Ganesh, we got a divine animals oracle, an archangel oracle, and a Macon healing mantra, you could do that in your spiritual practice, or even just from a place of understanding and sending some love to the Virgo who is going to be releasing and letting go. And you know how well we do that. And because I'm one, you'll be helping me too, so thank you in advance. Otherwise, let's look at this 2-week timeline. Did I mention I'm a Virgo? I rarely do. All the time. The full moon, we're looking at the full moon in Capricorn, Monday, July 3rd, 7:39 a.m. Now, I will tell you that's a little early in the morning for me, Eastern time. I'm in New York. And it is a Monday, but it is also a holiday weekend here in the United States. So, not bad to wake up in the morning, and here's what I'm doing. My 5-card draws, right? These are the 8 cards. I do the 5 cards, plant a seed, help them grow. Locked into these 4 pieces of jewelry. Big time, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. So I will go for it, but I will do that with a cup of coffee. Why? Because first of all, it's a Monday. And second of all, it's practically 8 a.m., which I'll be up before that anyway. When the moon rides at her peak, then your heart's desire seek. I'm going to be doing that with a cup of coffee because Capricorn, Saturn rules coffee. Bam, right? Easy. Done. 2 weeks later, we get to a new moon on Monday. You're welcome. In Cancer, Capricorn's opposite sign on Monday, July 17th, 2:32 p.m. Now, I think by that point, if it's a sunny day, what's the point of lighting torches and waving them for the new moon on Monday? But maybe later that night, that could be a lot of fun. In between those two, of note, particularly for us Virgos, Mars goes into Virgo, July 10th. Good to know, right? That can be very, very empowering for us for sure. And then Mercury the next day goes into Leo. I'm Leo rising, so that's the thing. If you have any planets, you might want to check your other signs, right? Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Check your other signs to get clues, tips, and hints, because if you even release a little bit, right? Surrender a little bit. When the moon rides at her peak, then your heart's desire seek. Enjoy the 3 days into the full moon and the 3 days out. But then usually is when the shadow work begins to kick in, or you can wait until the last 3 days in the dark moon when it takes you by surprise. I don't. And like I said, I apply both the 5 cards and the 8 card draws that I do here, because why not, right? Proof in the pudding. So, I guess that's about it for explanation. Let's get into the divination. Both feet on the floor. If you can, focus on your breath. If you will, I will do the best to help anyone. I am a Virgo servant, right? To help anybody shift to a more happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser, golden timeline. Because as one of us does it, all of us move ahead a little bit further. And, it just makes the world a better place, right? That version of planet Earth. Shall we? Let's do the shift. The shift from explanation, which I'm glad to do, to the divination, which I'm born to do, happens in the still point. Let's find it. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Pantheons override. Starting with the Caroline Mace archetype cards. I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for us Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and our cross-watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading. Beloved ones, what is the dominant archetype in the 8th chakra hovering over our heads and our cross-watchers, us Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers? Giving us the indication of the shadow work, the alchemy from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, the soul power we are developing and evolving as we alchemize, shifting the codes in all of the chakras underneath it. So what we attract and what we repel gives us the opportunity to no longer delay what cannot be prevented. And how many times do we want to keep reincarnating to do this? The shadow light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, fear to love, this fool to new. Ooh, the thief archetype. Okay, let's talk. No, that's not saying you're a thief. But we've all been stolen from, and we've all stolen, and it's not just about money and goods and things like that. Although, the thief archetype, I believe, is the action family of archetypes. There are 9 different families, so how you take action in the world, that makes some sense here. Written on the card is the shadow attribute and the light attribute by Caroline Mace, MYSS. She is a PhD. This is very much Caroline Mace Reed, as I'm using her Anatomy of the Spirit as the guide for the 8 chakra system, but we'll talk about the 9 chakra system in a bit. Here is the alchemy itself. Now, you could be dealing with this reason, season, or lifetime. The shadow, or the lead, stealing money, creative ideas, affection, or other powers you think you lack. Now, the shadow is the stuff you don't want to look at, the idea of us addressing head on what it is we think we lack, right? because that if there's thievery in the world, there's got to be thievery in our energy fields. Hey, look, even if you've never stolen a thing ever, if we're seeing it in the outside world, it's not so much you spot it, you got it, but to be aware of it. So money, creative ideas, people who steal creative ideas left, right, and center, affection or other powers you think you lack, but that's the thing, you think you lack. The soul has it all in it, right? The light attribute sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be stolen. And that is the wisdom that you've experienced through actions in your life, what to do, what not to do, right? Well, learn that one, right? Once bitten, twice shy. La, 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 la. Once bitten, twice shy. Let's see, because you can very easily be dealing with this in another person, right? Because sometimes the archetype is about you standing in the light while they stand in the shadow, right? Easier said than done. Daughters of the Moon Tarot will get the next 4 chakras down in one card. Daughters of the Moon Tarot, a goddess of feminist deck, because it's the feminine energy, the internal, the mental, emotional world, the psychological world, the world behind your eyes. Oh, just please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Goddesses override. As I call upon my beloved goddesses of Earth, the sign of Virgo, powers of the North, please, beloved goddesses of mutable Earth, the shifting sands of time, perhaps, although that's a bit more Capricorn. One card in clarity, please, for us Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading. What do we need to be aware of? Heart, third eye crown, alchemize the thief. From shadow light led to gold, pain to peace. This full to new. Ooh, 6 of Cups, compassion. Lovely. So, emotional, heart chakra, come on. 6s are numbers of balance, numerologically, so that's really, really good. Now, the thing about compassion is that that's an aspect of the soul that can't be stolen from us, but it can be obscured, particularly if we feel ripped off. Yeah. Right? It can be anything, right? It can be anything from an internet glitch to, you know, all so many things where we can feel violated in that way. So here, this is with a compassionate heart. Now, for yourself first, that's what I love about this card. It's one woman laying on the beach with 5 of her friends, you know, doing some reiki schmakey eggs and bakey by the waves and by the waves. I mean, you can't really see it in the card, but there are like these sea nymphs offering the 6 cups, right? So it is compassion, it is support. But I learned from the Ashaya monks a long time ago, they're like, compassion has to be a pendulum swing, right? You have to give that to yourself first, right? So if you feel pissed off, it's not about avoiding the emotions. In the words of Matt Kahn, Healing Mantra, God bless him all. He's so good. Whatever arises, love that. It's his first book. Really, 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 really good book. Very transformative. Let's move on. Lower 3 chakras. We'll do with the Mythic Tarot for the masculine energy. Outside looking in at you. You from the inside, maybe looking out at people, places, and things. Lower 3 chakras are relationships in the physical world, including your relationship to yourself, who you want to be in this world, how you present yourself, your personal power in the world. Please take a nice deep breath. Still. God's override. As I call upon my beloved gods of Earth, the sign of Virgo and powers of the North, please, beloved gods of mutable, ever-shifting, ever-changing Earth, one card in clarity for us Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading. What is your guidance, your grace, your wisdom, your power, your message? What do we need to be aware of? Lower 3 chakras, outside in, inside out, to alchemize the thief, this full to new. 9 of Cups. Okay, this is good. Ding, 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 ding. I mean, this is sort of a jackpot, emotionally at least. 9 of Cups in the Mythic Tarot, the whole suit of cups is the myth of Eros and Psyche, very much a true love myth. She ends up a full-blown goddess at the end. Psyche, the Greek word for both butterfly and the soul, understanding that it is a process of transformation, and she has to go to the underworld to, you know, run an errand for her mother-in-law, get some eternal divine rapid wrinkle repair from Persephone, bring it back. She gets help along the way from forces of nature. So this is when she brought it back, and Aphrodite's like, okay, fine. Now they get married, and well, they're already married in the Three of Cups. Therefore, she gets elevated to be a goddess in the Ten of Cups, and that's the true love card. I'm gonna say, if this is, let's just say us, from the outside looking in, the compassion that we have on the inner, that cannot be stolen from us, has got us in a nice, solid, emotional place in the outside world. No, I'm good. I may not be overflowing. I may not be coupled with somebody. I may not be, you know, fountaining everywhere this joy and exuberance, but I'm good, right? And yes, wish fulfillment of the Nine of Cups may very well be in there. So with the Thief there, that's really interesting. I really think no matter what the physical circumstances are around this, we're better off than we realize. Isn't that always the case, right? Well, location, right? You see it in hindsight. But that which can never be stolen from us, that's real wealth. Just saying. Okay, let's keep going. We switched out a deck, the Blessed Bee by Lucy Cavendish, used to be the last card down, giving her a break for a bit, and we put in the chakra reading cards as our fourth card down now, Matt Kahn's Healing Mantra, completing the reading with our last card down. This is the 9 chakra system, the 8th, right, all the usual 7, and then 1 under the ground, the Earth Star chakra. Chakra reading cards, Rachel Sharman, Rockpool Publishing, and this one's blessed, consecrated, whatever you want to call it, to the higher self, higher selves of all concerned. And, you know, there are people in this, and at least, right, if there's something's been stolen, there's got to be at least one other person involved here. Please take a nice deep breath. Yeah, stolen opportunities, I hear that. Still point. Higher selves, override. As I call upon the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, what is the guidance, the grace, the wisdom, the power of the higher self collective for the Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross-watchers who are watching this video, receiving this reading? A clue, a tip, a hint, which chakra to focus on, to look at, to investigate, to heal, to embrace, to help us alchemize the Thief from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, this full to new. 27, psychic development. I almost went boop, 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 but that's extraterrestrials, and believe me, the crossover there is razor thin. A lot of that starseedy stuff. Look, psychic development, I'm just going to go out on a limb and say that this is a third eye thing. So, yeah, okay, look what I do for a living, darlings. Really doing this, like, pretty much every day. It's like going to the gym every day. I'm like, I'm pretty much a superhero on the streets. But a vine god in the sheets. Psychic development, card number 27, third eye chakra. You have called upon this card today, as it is a powerful time to develop your psychic abilities. See, there is something that can't be stolen from you. Connecting to our psychic awareness is like having an extra sense. I don't like calling it psychic because of what happened in the 90s with that word, if you know what I'm talking about, but, you know, location. People often refer to it as the 6th sense. I see dumb people. Everyone is psychic, including you, because psychic means of the soul. Oh, and we've got Psyche on the table in the 9 of Cups. I think this is starting to click. People often refer to it as the 6th sense. Everyone is psychic, including you. And now it's time for you to deepen your psychic abilities. You could possibly have a lineage of psychic ancestors, as this gift can be handed down through the bloodline. Yeah. Well, root chakra, sure. Tribal stuff, it's in the DNA. There are 4 main ways we can connect with our psychic abilities: through vision, hearing, knowing, and feeling. There are more than that, but, you know, whatever. These senses are like muscles. The more you work them, the stronger they become. There's usually one sense that comes more naturally to you than others, and you are encouraged to focus on it. This card is a reflection that it's time to start flexing your psychic muscles to discover new wisdom for yourself and others. Service. That's good, right? It could be a great time to attend a workshop, to assist you to read some books, listen to some podcasts, whatever medium suits. I'm not a medium, I'm rare. It's time to dive in. As you grow your abilities, you will receive an abundance of wisdom, love, and guidance to enjoy and share with others. Okay, I'm in. Pulling this card could also mean that you've been working on your psychic abilities and you are encouraged to keep going, as the answers for you at this time will come through your connection to your higher self. Higher selves are all involved here. This is such a powerful time of development and learning. Make sure you take the time to honor and nurture your gifts and this process. And we get an affirmation, cross-watchers. I am deeply connected to my intuition and reclaim my psychic gifts now. You know, bit by bit, not like all one truckload all at once. That's what drives people mad. And believe me, there's a difference between insane and mad. One involves the divine, and it's part of that process too of development, but you know, that's why we have each other to get us through it, right? Okay, so 4 cards on the table. The chakras are pretty much fully defined here. Thief in the 8th, compassion on the inner, 9 of cups on the outer, focusing on the third eye of psychic development to actually open the third eye with the love and compassion of the heart chakra. It's like cleaning it, right? The water getting up there, little third eye squeegee, little third eye Windex going on there. Oh, I shouldn't product name, should I? Please don't cancel me. I'm over it. Let's ask our beloved Lord Ganesh with the whispers of Lord Ganesha, Angelo Hartfield, the Hindu elephant-headed god of success, prosperity, and remover of obstacles. And those obstacles we're talking about are the 3 atoms in between lead and gold. Had a relationship with Ganesh since I started the company, actually, before I started the company, working with the Ishaya monks, Ishaya, check them out. Did all 5 spheres. You'll see what I mean if you check it out. Please take a nice deep breath. Just did them before this reading. Still point. Ganesh, please override. As I call upon my beloved, our beloved Lord Ganesh, God of success, prosperity, and remover of obstacles, please, beloved one, what is your guidance, your grace, your wisdom, your power, and your oracle message to help the Virgo collective, sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers? Ooh, lower back, watching this video, receiving this reading to help us alchemize the shadow to light, lead to gold, the pain to peace, toxic to healthy, to receive that wealth, to know that wealth that can never be stolen. With the thief archetype, this full to new. Personal transformation. The thing about personal transformation is it usually doesn't rely upon anybody else. Virgo power, cross your legs. We're every woman. It's all in us. Anything you want done, baby. Well, that doesn't exactly rhyme. Hey, they're not all gems, folks. Ask my family. They will absolutely back that up, and they'll sign affidavits, and they're lawyers. Okay, personal transformation. This one's a little long, but I think it's worth it, don't you? You do notice that, like, the Virgo reads are longer than all the other ones, because we need it. We're the servants of the zodiac. Card number 35, personal transformation. Your soul is assisting you with creating changes to align you with your life's purpose. Now, look, if every Virgo knew their life's purpose from birth, we'd be fanatics. We would do nothing else. You know that, right? And cross-watchers, you should know that, right? So it's always developed over a period of time, right? No one's coming out. Well, I mean, there are some, and there are stories of that, avatars and all that, and I don't mean the blue people. Ganesha is pointing to the heavens and encouraging you to be open to new ideas and the growth of your spirit. Listen to the still, small voice within, which means taking time to be still. My commentary. You may have been feeling a strong desire to obtain or experience again a sense of meaning, inspiration, or purpose in your life. This is likely a time in which you are making some significant adjustments in your life. These adjustments are helping you in the process of changing yourself from the old you to the new you, and you will soon benefit from a fresh perspective on life. Well, this is exactly what these readings are for, right? Where you're being prepared for the new, clearing out the old, blah, blah. You are in a great place now for honoring the person who you truly want to be, rather than simply following a routine that has little meaning to you. This is a profound spiritual journey that you are experiencing, which brings greater meaning and purpose into your life. And you've been on it all along, but until you're aware of it, it's like, oh. You look back and you go, oh, insight, right? Hindsight, 2020. This will renew your inner energy, eliminate everything in your life that is not essential to your transformation. Shadow work, clearing out, letting go. Realize that some of your activities may be in place simply to act as buffers or distractions from what is truly important. And who doesn't have those? I have them. I'm aware of them. I do my best, right? Allow the changes that are taking place and trust that a period of greater calm and stability will follow. Ganesha is calling you to your destiny. Your calls for guidance have not gone unnoticed, and you will ultimately find what you are yearning for. Well, with psychic development and personal transformation, it feels like we have an edge, as long as we keep the cups moving. I mean, a 6 and a 9, those are balanced, well, even numbers, right? With their own power, compassion, and really maybe even wish fulfillment, saying that it's there. We're just not quite at that 10 yet. Yeah. Keep going. Everyone has access to the animal totems and the spirit animals. There's a difference, but we're not going there right now. So the Divine Animal Oracle is a wonderful tool. I wouldn't even just call it a divinatory system, right? An oracle, because there's so much good information in the book about the magic, about the animal species itself. It's the mythos of it. Very, very helpful. And now my youngest son, Melchior, black cat. What, baby? You lost? You lost in the living room? Sometimes I think he does echolocation. I don't know. He does have sort of bat ears. You lay down, lay down. Go find your brother. Go find Belzy. You love working from home. Interesting. Virgo. Okay, let's call in the totems. It's appropriate. If we get the black cat, I'll fall off the chair laughing. Here we go. Shades of W.C. Fields. Oh, totemic override. As I call upon the beloved pantheons of the animal kingdom, the spirit guides and totems for us Virgo collective sun, moon, rising Venus signs and our cross-watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, who walks with us, who swims with us, who flies with us, who crawls with us, giving us the guidance, the grace, the wisdom, the power, the love, the support, and the oracle message to help us alchemize the thief. From shadow light led to gold, paint to peace, this full to new. The links, close! It is feline, the links. Ooh, you links. Ooh, secrets. Okay, he's laying down. Feline intervention is just a regular thing here at Drawing the Circles home office. Card number 2, the links. Yes, my links. Secrets. Okay, I can keep a secret, baby. Can I ever? Mostly because they're stored in the collective unconscious. I don't need to have them in my third eye. Shall we? Links. The keyword secrets. Your word is your bond. Do not gossip or entertain gossip. Done. Well, celebrity gossip, but you know, you do you. Do not gossip or entertain gossip, as all may not be as it seems. 9 times out of 10, that's true. You know that. You feel that in your gut, that's true. Be shrewd about who you share your confidential information with. A little mystery can be a good thing, but keeping secrets that are detrimental to others may not be. That's called the sin of the mission, and it's just as bad as outright lying. There is some news worth sharing, but be discerning. And I'm going to tell you, even though we got a very third eye thing here, you may not necessarily want to be telling people. You know, in Kmart or wherever, online at Starbucks, oh my god, in a past life. No, I could go, no, let's not go there. But you get the idea, right? That this is an inner mystery. This is something that you're going through, that we're going through for our own personal transformation. So, you know, don't hand your bubble to bubble poppers. There's the guidance, there's the I shall love. Right? No, right? You keep it secret, keep it safe, right? Do it in prayer, do it in meditation, make your confessions that way, because any spiritual process that you're doing along with this, meditation, yoga, to anything as a mystical art and practice, you've got this, but just keep it secret, keep it safe, right? Put it in the vault. Here. The magic on this one isn't really long. Link's magic can be utilized when you need to keep a secret or stop gossip. Oh, I have other ways to stop gossip. Did I mention I'm a witch? Zombie and witch. Yeah, I joined the firm a long time ago. We should have a jingle. It is the perfect magic to weave when you are making a vow to yourself or another, a magic that is wild in its nature, but focused in its intent. Ensure you are clear with your intentions up front. So you see both sides of it. Yes, of course, keep the mystery. Keep the secrets to yourself. But in terms of your intentions, be really, really clear. Because people may not align with it, and better to know. See, here's the thing. Liars can't heal, and healers can't lie. I know, we're all it's somewhere in there. It's a percentage thing. Because when you lie, you're no longer in reality. So you can't heal because you're not dealing with what's just real in the moment. And yes, what is real in the moment will pass, right? So it's a very, very powerful thing here. This can absolutely be about the rite of confession, which is third chakra, but the sacred truth of the third eye, Caroline Mace, Anatomy of the Spirit, third eye chakra chapter, seek only truth. We don't know. There's always a higher truth. There's always a higher truth. And as we transform personally, not only do we receive higher truth, but it's often receiving a higher truth that we're like, what? That triggers our personal transformation. It's like we get hit by lightning. Truth is light. All right, digging it. Everyone also has access to archangels. Archangel Fire Oracle. Your higher self is called the Guardian Angel. Guardian Angels belong to groups, huge collective, called archangels. Then them archangels buddy up, and they turn into the thrones, the powers, the dominions, the on and on and on, all the way back to the other side of the source wall where there's just Om, and there's no place like it. Yeah, call to them. They only come when called, and we all have access to them, but you know, you can always call Ghostbusters. I don't see that in this reading, but let's see if it's at the table. Please take a deep breath. I have to keep my sense of humor, folks. Talk about developing psychic muscles. Still point. Archangelic override. As I call upon the pantheon of beloved archangels for us beloved Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers who are watching this video, drawn to this reading, who's waiting in their wings with their wings ready to zoom in and help us alchemize the thief archetype from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy. This full to new. Sachiel. Ooh, she has not come up a whole lot. I think she's maybe been in one or two other readings here. I mean, she's got tarot cards in her hand. Now, I want to make sure I use the words in this book, because to me I see Romani, but there is that G word that has become problematic, and I will tell you right now, I will do the best that I can to give people the right pronouns, but you gotta give the brain synapses a little while to rewire, right? Be kind, be compassionate, because in my line of work, you gotta imagine, there are a lot of people. All comers welcome. But if you come for me, you better sharpen your claws. Sachiel, wealth and charity. Did you see? Was that just the Grinch that stole the Christmas smile? Pretty much. It started to creep up my face. The perfect angel to call on in times of scarcity. Sachiel. Did somebody get ripped off? Did somebody get ripped off? Really, wealth and charity, right? Sheds light on the potential wealth within you that can never be changed, never stolen. Sorry. The perfect angel to call on in times of scarcity. Sachiel is the angel of charity and wealth. Her name means covering of God. It is for this reason that many call on her to cover them when they owe money. Portrayed as a traditional traveler or gypsy woman. Well, okay, it's in the book. Because that's, for some people, that's a slur. You know, the Romani people, I'm not here to offend anybody. Thank you very much. I love everybody. Woof. Portrayed as a traditional traveler or gypsy woman, she acts as an angelic good luck trinket and is associated with fairness in trading, business investments, insurance, and banking. Make sure that your intentions are of the utmost good when calling on Sachiel, as she often works on a reap as you sow basis, and I would think that links part of it, right? Keep your mysteries, but be honest with your intentions, right? Absolutely. Where did I leave off? Oh, when you set your intention to align with your divine purpose for the good of yourself and the collective, she helps you become more affluent, so you are then able to assist others who may be less fortunate than you. That's the gig. That's all I want, right? Enough to do what I love to do and help others, right? Fulfill my role in the divine plan, blah, blah, blah. The message: true wealth lies within. Are you kidding me? True wealth lies within. It is time to place more value on yourself so you can be generous without feeling drained. I feel naked. Virgo power, cross your legs. Oh my God. Oh my goddess. Oh my archangels. Oh Manischewitz. This makes sense because the person, come on Virgos, be real for a second. You know you put out more than you take in. You know you do. It's our thing. Lower back issues much, right? And to align with your divine purpose, and we don't know what that is in its highest sense, our minds would melt, right? But with psychic development, we're getting a real, remember, Virgo, we're ruled by Mercury, element of air, very third eye. So our ability to see things differently, unless we're being stubborn, you know, we could really move through this rather wisely and well, and with a compassionate heart. And I really feel like this Nine of Cups could be something very, very lovely that we are dealing with, right? When do you ever come across the Nine of Cups as a pain in the ass? Never. Well, you know, the cards around it, but the cards around it are pretty amazing. So, last card down, Matcon Healing Mantra. Now, here's our last opportunity for a real womp-womp, right? Demystifying the darkness or something. But let's see what hits the table. The mantra to help you do this, because really, the mantras really help if you work them. Yeah. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Ascended Master Override. As I call upon the Ascended Masters of the General Assembly, please, beloved ones, one card in clarity for us Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading. What is the perfect healing mantra to help us alchemize the thief archetype from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, compassion on the inner, Nine of Cups on the outer, psychic development in the third eye indicated, obstacles being removed in our personal, via personal transformation, yet with secrets and mysteries, but to be very, very clear about what our intentions are with the wealth and charity of Archangel Sachiel, if we so request. Do the happiest, healthiest, wealthiest, wisest versions of ourselves as full to new. Unhooking the past. There's nothing to regret when I learned from my past. That's compassion. And that's a truth in the third eye. Couldn't happen any other way. That's another mantra in this deck. But there's nothing to regret when I learned from my past. So look, if you're feeling regret, I got ripped off. I shouldn't have done that. You know, hey, if anybody's going to do it, it's going to be a Virgo, right? We shouldn't have done that. Massive regret. Well, only the ego regrets, and that doesn't mean we should push it down. No. We can acknowledge that and get that there is some lead there being it's begging to be transformed into gold. Unhooking the past. There's nothing to regret when I learned from my past. When you unhook the past, you are able to see crucial moments of growth from fresh perspectives. This allows you to see the mistakes of your past as catalysts for development in terms of psychic development and personal transformation. That's why they happen. That's the purpose. It's not something you did wrong. It is an opportunity to see your how your previous actions could have been better aligned with your highest values. When you learn today the things you didn't know before, you're able to meet your current circumstances with renewed clarity, so the past can be unhooked instead of repeated. It can be delayed but not prevented. Look, we're immortal souls, spawned by divine higher selves, the children of the gods, whatever you want to call it, right? Not our first time on this planet. Maybe it's our last. I don't know. They're not going to show me that. But I know I've learned from other lives. Why? Because I had to repeat some of that stuff in this life. And I know that every day is a winding road, but I get a little bit closer wisdom of the crow, right? So how compassionate can I be with myself, with the things I think of as mistakes, wherever I hold regrets? It's a piece of lead just begging, crying out to be alchemized into love. This mantra is ideal for overcoming self-criticism, releasing shame, and being more open-minded. Third eye, psychic development, I don't know. This seems like a very, very clear-cut read. But before we do the blessimation, which I'll do in a minute, do comment what's been stolen, even if it's one word. Or would you steal? You don't even have to say it was you or somebody else. I just want to hear like 1 or 2 words. Like, you don't gotta. We're Virgos, we don't overshare. Unless you have a YouTube channel and a Leo rising. Alright, let's do the blessimation, and then we'll chat a little bit at the end. I'll release this energy from this reading and then get ready to do Libra next. Venus and Libra here, that should be fun. It's the end of the gamut until I get to the Pisces moon. So let's do this one more time. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. And we end as we began. Pantheons, please override. As I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for us Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross-watchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading, may we be blessed with all that we need to remove the obstacles in our lives so we can experience that personal transformation, and the personal transformation being the coexisting element that removes those obstacles. And we can keep a lot of that secret, using the power, the magic of the links to keep some mystery about it. We're going through something on the inside. Not everybody needs to know everything, but they do need to know what our intentions are, particularly as we open our third eye and exercise the muscles of our psychic development. Clairvoyant, clairaudient, empathic, clairsentient, all of them, some of them. May we be blessed with all that we need, with the compassion in the heart, throat, third eye, crown, internal world, so that we can unhook the past, because there's nothing to regret when we learn from our past, and that's what needs the compassion, the regret, the guilt, the self-criticism, because there is a 9 of Cups situation here, and in a general read that could be just about anything, because most of this feels more like inner than outer. But if we call upon Archangel Sachiel for her wealth and her charity to refund us perhaps that which has been stolen, return that which has been stolen, to replenish, to bring us to a better place with her angelic power, so that we can truly, truly shed light on the potential wealth within us that can never be stolen, so that we can be the happiest, healthiest, wealthiest, wisest versions of ourselves, shifting from shadow to light, lead to gold, pain to peace, toxic to healthy, a more golden timeline than leaded, for ourselves, for our loved ones, for our world, for nature, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So let it be. And so it is. Oh, Underworld Catwalk. I love this music so much. Thank you, Janet Grace. Can't wait to see what she does with the album. Oh, so did you like the video? Please hit the thumbs up. Like I said, comment just 1 or 2 words. I just want to know what has been stolen. And certainly if you want more of me here on YouTube, just subscribe. It's part of my gig. But it gets people to check out Patreon. And Patreon is the coolest thing I've ever done. That is at the top of the charts for me right now. Remember, all of my subscribers get the daily check-ins, the extended readings, and a significant discount with private sessions. We have 7-day free trials available for Seeker Human. There's Seeker Human, Hero, Angel, Witch, Immortal, Mystic, God, Goddess at the time of this recording. And so the first two, you can 7-day free trial it, check it out, ditch before the last one, or hang out for a while and check it out. Because then, if you're a subscriber, you get the discount, right? So you do $3 a month. You're saving the same amount of money as the God, Goddess top tier. Just saying. So go on Patreon. On Patreon, I'm a hoot, and I love it, and I think you might too. Bam! And if you want to book me for a private reading, you can go to my website, easy enough, drawingthecircle.com, click on the store, you'll see reading packages and spiritual counseling, explains it all in words, but I made a video, of course I did. Booking private sessions with Mal explains it all for you, it's about 11 minutes, and I say over and over and over again, I will never turn anyone away because of lack of financial funds or any of that. No, where there's a witch, there's a way, and we can work it out. We can work it out because life is very short and there's no time for fussing and fighting, my friends. Oh dear, dear, dear. I just beetled us. I'm okay with it. I hope you are too. So yeah, watch the video. It's a fun video. My mom likes it. So we're keeping it for a couple of years. And I really, really thank each and every one of you for hanging in there and doing the best that you can, Virgos. We need to support each other in the best ways that we can. So do this. I'll be doing this shadow work for the 2 weeks. I'm pretty much starting at the full moon, knowing me. And to help you and our cross watchers and all of us be happier, healthier, wealthier, wiser, virgins of ourselves. Virgo power across your legs. Hang in there. You can do this. I believe in you. Heal. Hail. Farewell, Himalaya. And blessed, blessed, blessed be.